You know, the FBI fights crime. They are known for their relentless pursuit of justice, tackling everything from cybercrime to terrorism. But did you know they once fought drug dealers in the sky? Yes, high above the clouds, where you wouldn't expect such a battle to take place. This is the story of Operation Airbridge, a covert mission that took the war on drugs to new heights, literally. In 2001, the FBI took to the air to stop drugs from entering America. They used specialized aircraft to intercept drug shipments before they could reach our shores. It was a dangerous mission. The agents faced numerous challenges, from turbulent weather to the constant threat of being discovered by the drug cartels. But it was a fight they were determined to win. The stakes were high, and failure was not an option. Operation Airbridge was a secret. The details were classified, and only a select few knew the full extent of the mission. It wasn't talked about much. The public remained largely unaware of the high-flying efforts to combat drug trafficking, but it made a big difference. The operation led to significant drug busts and disrupted major trafficking routes. It showed how serious America was about stopping drugs. The commitment to protecting communities from the scourge of narcotics was unwavering, and it saved lives by keeping drugs off the streets. Thanks to Operation Airbridge, countless families were spared the pain and suffering caused by drug addiction. In 2001, America faced a significant and growing problem. Drugs were pouring into the country in unprecedented amounts, overwhelming law enforcement agencies. These drugs were not just statistics. They were devastating lives, tearing apart families, and crippling entire communities. The primary method of smuggling these drugs was through the air, utilizing sophisticated trafficking routes. Criminal organizations employed small, nimble aircraft to transport their illicit cargo across the border undetected. These planes were incredibly difficult to intercept due to their ability to fly under the radar. They flew low and fast, making it nearly impossible for traditional radar systems to track them. Often they would land in remote, hidden airstrips, far from the prying eyes of law enforcement. The FBI and other agencies realized that their current strategies were insufficient. They needed a new, innovative approach to tackle this airborne threat. To combat this, they decided to employ similar tactics using advanced technology and aircraft to intercept and neutralize the smugglers. It was a battle of wits and resources, a fight fire with fire scenario. Operation Airbridge was the FBI's answer. They would use their own planes to catch the drug runners. They would patrol the skies and look for suspicious activity. It was a risky plan, but it was the best chance they had. The goal was simple: stop the drugs before they landed. The FBI partnered with other agencies like the DEA and Customs. They shared information and worked together. It was a team effort to protect the country. The FBI used special tactics to catch the criminals. These operations required meticulous planning and coordination among various law enforcement agencies. Every detail was scrutinized to ensure the success of the mission. They flew planes disguised as private aircraft. These planes blended seamlessly with regular air traffic, making it difficult for the criminals to detect any threat. The element of surprise was crucial. This tricked the drug runners into thinking they were safe. The criminals believed they were out of reach, flying under the radar, but they were wrong. The FBI was always one step ahead. The planes were equipped with advanced radar and surveillance equipment. This technology allowed agents to monitor vast areas and track multiple targets simultaneously, ensuring no suspicious activity went unnoticed. This helped them spot the drug planes even in the dark. Night operations were particularly challenging, but the FBI's state-of-the-art equipment made it possible to maintain a constant vigil. Once they spotted a suspicious plane, they moved fast. Speed and precision were essential to intercept the aircraft before it could reach its destination. They alerted ground units to intercept the plane when it landed. Coordination between air and ground units was critical to ensure a seamless operation. They also had the authority to force the planes to land. It was dangerous work. The pilots and agents had to be prepared for any situation, including potential confrontations with armed criminals. But the FBI agents were highly trained. Their rigorous training programs prepared them for the complexities and dangers of these high-stakes missions, ensuring they were ready to face any challenge. Operation Airbridge was not without its challenges. The drug runners were clever. They used sophisticated tactics to avoid detection. They changed their routes often. They flew in bad weather to hide from radar. The vastness of the border was another challenge. It was impossible to patrol every mile of it. The FBI had to rely on intelligence and tips to focus their efforts. Despite these challenges, the FBI remained determined. They were committed to winning the fight against drugs. Operation Airbridge was a success. The FBI intercepted countless drug flights and seized tons of illegal drugs. They arrested hundreds of drug traffickers and shut down major smuggling operations. One notable arrest was a notorious drug lord known as El Tiburon, the Shark. He was responsible for smuggling tons of cocaine into the U.S. His arrest was a major victory in the war on drugs. It sent a clear message that no one was above the law. Operation Airbridge had a lasting impact on drug trafficking. It forced drug runners to find new routes. It made air smuggling much riskier and less profitable. The operation also showed the importance of interagency cooperation. By working together, different agencies could achieve more than they could alone. The success of Operation Airbridge led to the creation of new air security measures. These measures are still in place today, helping to keep our skies safe. Operation Airbridge may be over, but the fight against drugs continues. The FBI remains vigilant in its mission to protect America from this threat. They use new technologies and strategies to stay one step ahead of the criminals. The lessons learned from Operation Airbridge are still relevant today. It taught us that with courage, determination, and cooperation, we can overcome any challenge. Remember, we all have a role to play in keeping our communities safe from drugs.